Like you're in Miami. You don't know who that is? It's like
cap though. They do probably got the biggest podcast in Miami for sure. We cooking up there.
You're in Brickley.
Yeah, we got almost 30,000 between everything.
Be outside.
I mean, honestly, I think
that's why they live in the rich part.
men and females
20,000. Sorry.
Men and females complement each other, and I think we all need affection. But it's hard to find that sometimes. And in that, going off of that, you should be self-reliant, and that's why women are focused on their career, because a man could walk away at any second. So I think that's why we're kind of career-driven these days.
I understand, but men rarely leave women, though.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if they're not,
Yeah, they fall for the horror story way too much.
Well, that's not leaving, though.
But that sucks.
Wah. I mean, but they're not leaving.
Okay, let me ask you something. What do you think of this whole theme of cougars? Because I'm seeing it.
Cougars, they're typically used for sex only.
Really?
Yeah, typically, yeah.
Not lying.
We was just talking about that actually before.
Oh God, we were. We like there be some fine ass women who are like 40, 50, and they bad as hell.
Body nice, body still tight.
Thick as hell.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Well, let's be honest. Like, you in your 20s, 30s, maybe even early 40s, you're not taking them women seriously.
Yeah,
it's just more like a thing.
Yeah, like Lala Anthony. You would hit Lala Anthony, but you would not marry Lala Anthony.
Hell nah. She ain't gonna be able to.
Nah, not for long. Not for long. For the night, yes, but for the long term,
she's not gonna be able to. Give you
children.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought that was like the main thing behind it. Dating a cougar in her 40s, in her 40 plus.
Yeah, you're right. It's 40. Well,
if you're a younger man, you might still want kids.
Well, then we're talking about mid 40s then, because remember that's 45 when the menopause set in.
Right. So you're a younger man, you still want kids. I don't think that's like a viable option.
Nah, it's not. You're better off playing around with a 35-year-old at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, and even then she's running on a thin time clock.
You don't want to take care of their kids?
Yeah. Like they're typically used for sexual access only.
But it's kind of a theme right now. I'm seeing it.
For sex, yeah. Only.
What does a cougar have to do?
Exist? I don't know.
What's the advice for the cougars?
They're doomed most of the time. Because a lot of times they got kids too, so it's like, fuck, you're in your 40s and you got kids. It's like.
But what makes you a cougar? What's the age gap gotta be?
I mean, typically it's women and middle-aged women that have children. Typically, is what a cougar would be defined as. Sometimes childless, but still they're past their prime, so to speak.
Yeah. When does prime end? 35?
I would say a woman starts to hit the deep around 30. 30 plus is when things really start to go downhill.
Yeah, someone can extend it, just by taking care of their health.
Good
fitness.
dieting and exercise.
Right, for sure. But yeah, he's not lying. Like, and I even said it, we were talking about it again off stream, but I'll say it again. But a 40-plus-year-old woman, as good as she might look for her age, isn't competing with no 22-year-old. It's just not. They're not in the same realm. I don't care how bad of a 44-year-old she is. She's still 44, and that girl is still 22. There's a clear difference.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I have good skin, though. It's fine.
There's a lot that 40-year-old gonna put it on you.
I guess, but like...
Why? And she gonna make you breakfast, and it's gonna be good. You gonna think you was at Golden Corral, nigga.
Sweet
full
Jesus.
buffet.
It just depends how you take care of yourself.
Of course, you can always push the clock back, but keep in mind that, it's also behavior, too. Women that are older tend to have certain behaviors that aren't necessarily the most conducive to attracting a man, right? The same self-reliance that you talk about, that tends to kind of perpetuate itself in conversations, and it just comes out naturally.
I mean, honestly, our society is just shitty, and people now are meeting their significant others by swiping. That's disgusting. Oh my gosh, I just offended so many people. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. We say worse things.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, we say worse things.
Back in the day, there's all these meet cute stories of how a man met her husband. You really want to say, oh, Mom, how'd you meet Dad?